what we can talk about? I just made a video asking, like, it was about a post. I don't know if you watched it yet. It was about a post. The post was talking about how basically black men versus black women, how Hispanic and Asian women are like raised to respect men better than we are.
Oh, you're asking me who I think we are?
Like Hispanic women are raised to respect black men more than they do black women?
Hold on.
I feel like that's a deep question. Oh, my post for me. Oh, black men are. Oh, my dumbass. I thought you seen the video. You're not recording this, are you? Oh, you
No,
definitely are.
yes.
That's okay. She can crop it or something.
So on my later one of my latest videos talked about basically men versus women. The post, I'm going to reread the post if you didn't watch it. It said, black men are currently at a power struggle with black women. Asian and Hispanic women are taught to give men the utmost respect. Black women, she getting blowed up.
Sorry.
Black women are being conditioned to act like men. Therefore, I'm going to go back. Black women are being conditioned to act like men. Therefore, they don't have the same respect level, which causes black marriages and black families to decline. And then it says it's deeper than what it appears. How do y'all feel about that?
I have two sayings on that part. I feel like Asian and Hispanic women are, yes, raised to be more catering and what is the word?
You think so?
Yes, I totally think so.
Really?
Like, that, for some reason, they just fit right in with that role, and it just, I can't. I mean, it's just how you're raised. Like,
But we were raised
for a
to
long
respect
time,
too.
like, that's how I feel like they were raised. And like on the other hand, with black women, I really do feel like they. I mean, if you think about a single parent household with the woman having to really raise a child, whether it be a boy or a girl, and especially a man. Think about that. Like they have to really portray a woman's role and a man's role. They have to provide the bread for the household as well as teach them, what they're supposed to, love in a woman kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's a hard
call.
Exactly.
And because you say that black women are taught to, do the same role, like that's the thing, like
it's hard out here. They almost have no choice, like
we have no choice, like
because all of
men don't act right.
Incarcerated, they don't act right. But why don't they?
I've got to be the person that's gonna counter argue, because we have to have like a person counter argument. So I'm not gonna say men don't do shit or they're not shit.
Yeah, no.
But you're gonna have to learn how to pick them. And I feel like too, it depends on how you're raised. If you come from a household that has two parents, and let's say your mom is not working, she's at home. She's always taking care of the house, cooking and cleaning, and your father is working. So if you're growing up and you see that in a household, when you get older, that's what you're gonna think a family should be. So if you are a man and you do meet the love of your life, or you're talking to a girl and you found out that she's like, oh no, I'm not gonna cook and clean for you. You can cook and clean for yourself. My mom cooks and cleans for me. My brother cooks and cleans for me, and I cook and clean for me. And then he asks, well, where's your dad? She goes, well, my dad's not in the picture. you're going to have a conflict. If you come from a household that is so independent on the man, and then you're dating somebody who's they're so independent is an independent woman who's their mother, you're gonna have a conflict of.
So that's not what I got from it. Open up back to the post.
Oh shit! What are we talking about?
That's not what I got from the post.
No.
No.
What did you get?
But I deal with y'all are saying, like, y'all perspectives are like on point, but to me it's saying black women are currently at a power struggle with black women, which means like
we're competing with each
that,
other.
yeah, like we're not on the same team. So then the next wait, let me break it down. So then the next line says Asian women and Hispanic women are taught to give them the utmost respect, which is like saying still on the black women aren't being, like you said, submissive to them. So they're against us. So it's not about how we were raised. And then it goes back to black women are being conditioned to act like men. So they feel like we're acting like them and that we're not being submissive. And
But then I think that goes back into what I was saying. If you're not being submissive, because what if you were raised in a household where you didn't have to be submissive? You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So if you come from a household that you didn't have to be submissive, it's gonna come across like, oh, she a little bit too strong for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be the man if you want to do everything for me.
Exactly.
How am I gonna provide
That's
for
where I
you?
am with,
Yeah.
with that. Because black women is like, well, okay, well, I'm in this position where, okay, I need you, I'm here, I've done this already. Like, hello. But yeah.
And that's why they say that black marriages and black families decline.
I feel like it's actually more deeper than that. I don't even think it's
No, it's not. It can be deeper. It can be a whole lot
It's a
deeper.
lot
But
of
there's so many levels
Right.
to it. There's so many intervening factors that make a black family. So.
And then on
It's
my last
hard.
video, I was like, well, y'all taught us the game. Like,
not just that, we were taught to not like each other. From like the jump to slavery, they had light skins in the house, they had dark skins outside. You taught us already, oh, they think they're better. So in our mind, we think, oh, light skin's better. Like, I had this one boy that said, oh, she light skin, she automatically cute. Wait,
how you going
Wait.
colors?
Wait. I heard that. I had to check him. I said, baby, not all light skins are cute.
But no, how we not going dark skin versus
No, I was saying like how we're already conditioned as black people to not like each other.
Okay.
Like that's been like instilled in us like from like little. Like even when you see a person on TV, like Raven, she was light skinned. When did we ever have a dark skinned female as like a person that we can see? True Jackson, we had a True Jackson. Kiki Palmer, like we always seen like a light skinned girl and she had to have like curly hair. We never seen like, you know.
I think they're starting to.
Now they are, but I mean back then, no. That's why I seen Megan Good. I said, oh, who is she? Okay.
Yes.
I mean, but then they did have Bring It On, We Got Run On You.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
everybody
see a
gets
television
their
show
own
that's Disney Channel, they didn't have nobody that was like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm glad we had this talk. I'm glad we did. It brought some very interesting points up, you know? Like this is something like other ladies need to hear.
That's why I wanted
And
to
start
start
to
the
bring up.
discussion.
Yeah, totally. It's important for us to talk about these.
Does men have the power or does a black woman have the power? And we're like fighting for it because we feel like, you know, we as black women, if we come from an independent household, like our mom, then we feel like I'm independent. So I feel like I don't have to be submissive to you. Versus other cultures or other people have like two-parent households where they are more submissive to their significant other versus like, you know, I don't know. Because I feel like it really depends.
A lot of other cultures, they have arranged marriages, so it's not really a fair marriage.
But arranged marriages are with your same partner. In this post same marriage, like arranged marriages, you have to be married to the same person. This post, I feel like it was talking about how black men want to date outside their race and date Asian and Hispanic because they respect them more than we do.
Do you feel like that's true? I mean, do you feel like in a sense, like that is true? Like, have you had that experience where you could be like, okay, I see that?
Yeah, I can say that.
Why?
Like, okay, now listen. So,
Yeah, please explain yourself.
No, I disagree. Obviously, I disagree. But I can see where that idea would come from, where it's like, well, it's not necessarily from like, I don't think it's thinking from a place of that like deepness where you're wondering whether or not you're. I think it would just be easier. Is how a lot of black men will feel without necessarily having that experience of dating black women or having serious relationships with them. Because like out here in LA, it's not a lot of black women. It's like there's not a lot of black people. So like a lot of like
You said in LA?
yeah. So a lot of my homeboys they Latinos and Latinas and Mexicans, outside. So it's just when picking, so they don't have a lot of experience when it comes to dating black. So they would never even like think like that. They'll probably just think like it just is what it is.
Okay.
But I could see how it would like,
So have you dated outside your race?
have I dated? I
Yeah.
wouldn't say dated. I've never dated anyone that's not like.
So, so what would you say? You talk to a person?
Yeah, I've talked to, I've entertained.
Oh,
I wouldn't
okay.
say date.
Oh, okay. Why is that? Is it just not how like the cards played out, or
What do you mean?
like why haven't you? What?
Dated outside?
Yeah.
My mom is black, so I never like married anyone outside.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I get it. Okay. Do you feel like as a man y'all look for your mom? Not for like, not.
That's
You get what I'm saying?
That's another thing that I said in the post. Like I was like, y'all talk down on. Basically, I feel like this was a talk down on us. Like Asian women respect them more than we do.
But I think
because
it's
of so many
culturally.
things. But my thing is, y'all are raised by black women, so.
But I don't know. I'm not a dude. I can't see how. But I really think every slip depends on you. Have you talked outside your race before? Never.
I love black men.
I mean, you don't have to not like black men to
Not
not talk.
but-
No, wait. Just because you talk to somebody outside your race does not mean you don't like love black men.
I mean,
I love
true,
black men
but-
too, but I've talked outside my race.
It's something about black men that are different from other cultures.
No. Oh, what? You dated outside your race before?
No, definitely.
Huh? Have you dated outside your race before? Okay, see, come on, sister. We doing an interview. She dated outside her race.
The right one, though. The
She
right
dated
one
a
that's gonna
mixed
protect you.
nigga. Do you feel like it's culturally different?
No,
No, she feels like it's not different.
but I don't think his family's like. It's just I don't know. It's normal. What do you mean like culturally different?
Like the
The vibe.
The strength of a black man.
like how they act. Do you feel like it's different? Is that black? Yeah. It's weird.
So I don't think that makes a difference.
Okay. This is beside the point.
Like ask me a question that I'll think like not from my experience, just like in general. Like what are you talking about? You think it would be different if it was outside my race? Is that what you're asking?
I'm saying
So-
do you feel like it is different?
I think it would be.
You think so?
Not for me, but for
For
other
other
people,
people,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, here's
Because,
the
like,
question.
I think if you're full, like, that's just more,
Okay, let
it's
me
more
think.
empowering. Like,
What
that's
is your
different.
ethnicity?
Mexican.
Okay,
Hispanic.
so when you dated a Hispanic guy, and then when you date a black guy, we're gonna say he black because his dad black, so you know who your dad is. So since you dated this black dude and you dated a Hispanic dude, who did you vibe more with? A or B? A is Hispanic, B is black.
B.
a black woman and a black man. Like Tiana Taylor and Iman.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful family. Let's be honest. No.
Or who's another black couple?
Beyonce, Jay-Z.
Beyonce, Jay-Z.
Yeah, girl, you in the way. I mean, but look how when something happens to them, how like bad it is.
What do you mean?
We're always getting like tore down by each other.
How do you figure?
Huh?
How do you figure?
Okay, let's say something happened to let's say something happened to Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? Everyone's talking about it.
Something did happen.
Yeah.
They got through it.
Right, but look how much she got from it. Like, oh, she took him back. Oh, she doing this and we do it. Da, 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 da. But let a white couple do it. It's white people don't talk down on other white couples like that. Not as heavily like how we do. I feel like
That doesn't matter. That's not a significant thing to see. It's very rare to see a black couple together.
exactly. So I feel like we shouldn't shit on them when they go through something. Everyone goes through something. I feel like we as black people we're more harder. But I feel like we're more harder on each other.
Not necessarily. We champion each other.
Actually, that goes back to the post. Men are technically being harder on us and going to other races and dating other races. Because we are too much for them, quote unquote.
You think we're too much?
I don't believe in interracial relationships anymore. So
You say you don't?
Anymore.
So you did.
no, not like for me. I'm just saying in general. Like I don't like seeing it.
Oh, why?
It looks like we failed. It looks like every time I see a black man with someone else, I'm like,
I said in my last video, I don't have a problem with interracial couples, but now, like, I see them way too often. That's why
I feel like
we
it
should
doesn't
have
matter
this
at
discussion.
all. We gonna keep mixing to.
I feel like at the end of the day, we gonna because like I'm thinking to myself, if we didn't have interracial couples, I wouldn't have my grandma.
we
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
be
have-
here.
I wouldn't have like you get what I'm saying? Like
We
then
wouldn't
without
have-
my grandma, I wouldn't have my mom.
Exactly.
Well, my
Okay,
mama
well,
wouldn't have
put
me.
it that
Like
way.
you know what I'm saying?
inevitable that we're gonna keep mixing and mixing.
Right. So I feel like
But mixing as much as we're mixing right now,
I mean, at
feel
the end
like-
of the day, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get both, and I get what you're saying. But I also feel like at the end of the day, we just gonna have to come together and do more than what we're doing as like culturally. Like this whole
Of course.
OT thing. Like I'm glad we're celebrating it, but like I feel like if this never
should be able to
happened,
be
I don't think we would have celebrated it like how we were celebrating it now. So I feel like now it's just like a movement rather than we actually doing it because we care. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we're hitting home these days. I feel it.
We had a
I feel
good
like
talk and
change
you
is
wasn't
coming up.
fucking recording that a goddamn thing.
I did! Y'all saw that, right?
I
had no idea.
Oh, you did record it!
She's been recording for 11 minutes. You had
Thanks.
a little button, you.
I like the whole thing. Look at you.
Right.
So, I had a Hispanic girlfriend a while ago, and then recently I had a black girlfriend. The difference is that sometimes we have to deal with the racism coming from her family sometimes.
The Hispanic? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not all Hispanic families. Some
No,
Hispanic
yeah, I
families
know.
love black people, just the culture of it. And then when I dated African American, it was like, it was still kind of a sense like, it was still kind of the sense of like, all right, cool. He looks like a good guy, but because he's African American, I still gotta see his ins and outs. I feel like it's still more of a book to him. So that's when guys will start looking into you and becoming very prejudiced. Because I feel like as an African American male, I'm an extraordinary person, just off rip. You know, I've done things that other people haven't done. People that have done things other than what you know.
But I'm gonna interrupt you because it's not about y'all, it's about us. Like, do y'all feel like we against y'all basically?
Do you feel
and
like-
that they respect you more than we do?
No, but sometimes guys feel like y'all have a certain view on things, but that's not just you guys. That's females by itself.
Yep.
Cause they got guys that be like, all right, cool. If she don't want this from me, she want
Yeah.
that. If she don't
It's
want
just like
that, she want
independent.
this.
It's
You know
like
what I'm saying?
race.
It's never just like say that, like, alright, cool. My nigga was at this point at one time, and I knew I was still gonna love him at his lowest. But when he makes it, and I'm not saying this with every woman, but that's what it just seems like. And it seems like whenever we start up climbing, the DMs start popping for no reason. It's like people that you never thought you was gonna talk to again, or hit you up randomly.
But what if it's not even that deep though?
If it wasn't that deep, you would have been talked to me.
But what? Okay, let's say we did talk. The time wasn't right. Now I'm talking to you now. It's just so ironic. I'm up, or now you up. Then what?
So guys, I'm talking about guys' perspective.
Oh, so you feel like now if you up and show you what
most
time
guys feel. I'm not just me. I'm just saying, and guys in general.
you feel that way?
Sometimes
I feel like women
Okay, say it.
to be independent.
it feels like a guy. Sometimes guys run into a lot of women that you see are very popular and stuff like this that always want something, want money from a guy. She wants good dick, and if she doesn't get it, she's gonna get what she
Oh,
wants.
wait, are you talking about black women or women in general? Because I know you ain't talking about us.
Women in general.
Okay, well let's switch it to black women. You feel like when we do that?
No, y'all are just more difficult to handle than
Whoa!
extra.
I'm hearing what he's saying right
Not in a
now.
bad way.
I'm hearing
Not in a bad
what
way.
you're saying.
What
You're
you're
saying that black women are just very strong women, okay?
Very
Yes.
passionate. Very
Passionate,
passionate.
strong
That's what I'm
women.
saying.
And so men
A
are
lot of guys
strong.
don't know how to handle that.
Exactly.
That's
And you
what I'm
guys
saying. I'm not
friction
saying it's
all
all
the
their
time.
fault.
So do you feel like
You
weak for
guys
not
keep
handling it?
frictioning.
You said you're what?
I said, do you feel like you're weak for not handling it?
No. If I feel like if I'm not handling it,
Some
then there's
men
somebody
will.
else can.
That can't.
Some men
Yeah,
Do you feel like it's a challenge for you? Like you're like, oh, I can put up with her.
It depends on how much you love the
men
person.
don't feel like
But what if it's not love from the beginning? Because you can't just love somebody in the beginning. You gotta grow.
You'll know who that person is.
You
know,
can like
how-
feel
how
a
they
vibe.
Yeah, you still feel that vibe because no matter you can't fake who you are.
Yeah.
No matter who you think you can be or who you
Yeah,
try
you're
to
right.
be.
You can't put
You
them
can't fake. You can't put
yeah.
up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That
So
is
it's
true.
the way their colors are gonna act, and it's gonna happen when y'all let y'all lowest. Is when people gonna realize, all right, cool, this person, the way he reacts. I see the type of person he is. When people like at their lowest, the way they react and handle situations determine the type of person they in, and that's in life. That's how people make it. People in college, people who came from the
I
lowest.
don't feel like that's.
I'm not saying not everybody, but majority of the people, you know, a lot of people feel like those are the people that, all right, cool, they didn't been through the most struggle. Let's make them successful. I feel like the world has an opinion who it wants to make successful or not. Because to be honest, there are some smart people right now in our jail cells. In our jail cells in the hood that never had that opportunity, right?
You wanna like me?
Yeah, he left.
What you gotta say? What's up? What's up? What's funny?
I see, man.
Y'all funny. Guys are funny.
They are.
First, we too much to handle. I'm kidding. I'm just bullshitting you right now. But damn. But okay. So the reason why, let's say, the reason why you don't have to tell us, but if you feel comfortable to say, the reason why you and the Hispanic girl didn't work out, why? You think it was racial?
Or that they respect you more?
It was, how do I run about this? So it's like if you want a relationship to work with the girl and you don't want to be sneaking around her parents. It's just uncomfortable. You don't want to be older, sneaking around your parents. What you look like. Whenever you want to see your girl is when you want to see your girl.
yeah.
Or whenever a girl wants to see her man, get the fuck up, get in the car and go. You know, it's
So
not
that's
like
why.
it's not like, oh, I gotta wait on my parents. That's some high school shit. So
Okay.
it was kind of more that atmosphere. And then because it was her mother knew that she was talking to me. So it kind of threw in there like she didn't want to disrespect her mom.
Feel me on that one too.
But it was just like, I was like, you know, I can't do this, I can't support this. If your mom's not comfortable with me, it's really hard for us to talk,
Right.
stuff like that. And I barely see me type stuff, because I don't be the type of guy to see my girls and like, you know, I want to say, well, all right, get your shit ready, let's go eat or whatever. Yeah, you see like everybody in the world has came from a strong black man. Look at Barack. You know what I'm talking about? That's a
But
strong.
we miss you.
That's Barack. Barack was.
We miss you.
Barack had a mean one running on the side, you know.
But hold on, can we pause that real quick? Because Barack came from a strong white woman, technically, because his mom
Who
was
you
white.
think was making those calls in the Black House?
No, I thought you meant like who he came from.
No.
Oh, that's what I was like.
I'm talking about the strong black women just in
That's
general.
like, oh, okay, oh yeah.
Like I said,
Oh yeah, we know
Michelle.
Michelle was doing it.
You know what I'm talking
Michelle was
about?
handling her
There's a lot of
business.
people in history. Harriet Tubman.
Okay, wait. They
But
don't know
even
what
still, but like I was
time-
saying, like I said, my mom, for example, you know, she took care of 3 children by herself after my father passed away. She had all of us 7 years apart, so she had the younger one, me. My sister was kind of like a teenager, and she had my brother that was older, first time experiencing an older boy on their own. And you know, look at LeBron and all of, there's a lot of celebrities and people out there that was raised off of single mothers. So yeah, I think black women are very encouraging and empowered.
Okay, read the post. His face expression, Cam.
Damn. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not no level of truth to it.
Oh, wait.
I mean, no, don't walk away. I mean, I'm not going to the other, but I mean, if she has to be the head of the house, you gotta think about all the respect to her. So, which is understandable, it's your mother. You know, it's cool, it's all the thing, but I mean, let's not disregard the
We're
fact.
not talking about
But I
mothers.
mean, I'm get that, but let's just not disregard the fact that now, it's okay, but tell me this, if you see a black woman and a black man come in, who you gonna like go to first? Just be honest. Like, if you want something to handle, who you gonna go to first?
The black woman.
Exactly. You're not gonna go to the black man. And at this point, you're not gonna feel they're reliable because of all the accomplishments black women are able to do for the black man. But now, since they're not actually having a strong father figure, granted, yes, a woman can raise a boy, but she cannot teach a man to be a man.
You ain't get nothing from that post.
But I'm saying, so she's not in a power struggle with the black man? I mean, they're trying to say how, you know, the Asian women that they're basically projecting themselves to the man in a sense for power. I mean, I don't take the
Okay, I get where you're coming from because that's what Zori went.
Yeah, that's
like,
why
she
I
didn't
went
understand the
first.
post, but the way I came with the post is black men rather date outside their race because black women, they can't handle us.
It's not that they can't handle it. I mean, granted, it is right now, I ain't even gonna be like that, but right now, and I mean, you can hate me as much as you want, right now, it is a known fact that it is
A
more
known
vital. No, come on, I mean, we can do this right now. It's a known fact that it is more vital between a black couple than any other couple. I mean, let's be honest, a black woman with a black man versus, I'm not saying, you know, just because, hey, you know, and I used to hear that, oh, we just going to the white girl because she gonna let you have your way. No, it's not that. It's just, at some point in time, you don't want to continue the fight. Granted, and y'all have a valid point of y'all emotions, but y'all run too much on emotions. Black women, I can say, is probably the most beautiful, but y'all run so much and solely off of emotions.
But why? Can you answer that?
Why?
Like black
You
women,
answer
I
it.
feel like
You
I
answer
feel
it.
like I feel like black
Like,
people
yeah,
have
you
always
know.
been like that, male or female.
It's a level
I
of
feel
emotion.
like black people
women
have always
just
been like
yes.
that. Emotion, not even just with females, males. That's why do you think our music is so hot? Why do you think
Where did you
our art
get
is
all
so
these
so
You gotta
big?
think. So with
You know what I'm
this being
saying?
said,
We've always been like that.
with this being said,
But-
a man's emotions, if not is greater, is somewhere on par with the female, just we don't have the same way of showing it. So
I feel
So a
like
little bit of
I'm
that,
sorry,
not the whole
but
thing. The part where you
women-
said that y'all run on emotion.
We're emotional for a reason. Wait, that comes from one of the sentences on the post that said that we're conditioned to act like men. We learned the game from y'all, so technically y'all really mad that we
Technically-
learned it better than y'all.
Technically, we learned it from y'all, which is not as depth as that. If you, let's be honest.
She threw the balloon.
No, if you,
What?
so, okay, tell me this. If you're growing up, yeah, you see your dad with different women like that. But granted, I've never seen a dad bring numerous women around his kids. I've never seen that. Granted, I've seen the mother do every now and then. I ain't gonna say all the
Whoa.
time. Every now and then, cause look, you gotta know who you bring around your kids. Not everybody is the best, but hey, I'm lying.
Okay, so you feel like an Asian or a Hispanic respects you more than a black woman?
Oh, I didn't say that at all. But I feel like, no, now saying this because I'm part Hispanic, the culture is very different. I mean, completely different.
Oh,
Completely
Sometimes
he
it's
mixed y'all. Okay, I didn't know that.
different. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
he black and
I'm mixing
yeah.
a lot of things, but the culture difference between this and then Asian is completely different. So with them, no matter what happens, the man is always the head of the house. Hispanics is kind of the same. Granted, the woman is always there backing up. The man does not make decisions without consulting the women in a Hispanic family, as far, especially regarding the children.
All right, then, John.
In any family, though, you have to consult.
But yeah.
Don't make decisions without
But
consent.
how often does that happen with normal black families? If you want to be on the normal black families, but this is again a happy wife, a happy life. The woman's gonna still technically have the ultimate say so because you don't want to be put in a position where you're buying between your kids and making her happy. Because what if she doesn't want that, but you see in the long run, hey, this is a better picture, but she sees no, this is this. You're gonna have to do with her. Just like when you go to court, it's damn always a no-brainer. The woman's gonna get custody over the man. And I'm not saying it's hard to prove that a woman is an unfit mother, but that's a stretch. I mean, that's a.
Okay, you got the other point.
It's a very convoluted topic if you want to be honest. It depends on how you attack it and how you look at it.
Okay, I can't even argue with him. But it's just how I took the post. Like,
I mean, everybody perceives it differently because we perceive it the same way. So we, get it off a different way. And then I'm now trying to see it from how you point of being, but it's.
That's a touchy.
Yeah,
That's a touchy,
it's-
and it's so much in that one post that it's just like, where do you go?
Where do you start
Yeah.
from if you want to be honest?
that's why the end post, I agree with it, is deeper than what it appears.
Right.
But
That's why when I read it, I was like, I took it like, this way, but it's different. It's really different.
I mean, I can say, but I can't even say because I only dated one Hispanic. But I'm a sister lover till I die. But I know I would have the most trouble with a black woman.
really?
Easily. You know what? I'm fucking headstrong out the ass. I mean, I'm gonna get my motherfucker.
So it's you, not the woman.
No. I became this way because of a woman. I got that from my mama. I ain't get that from my dad. From my mama. So look, no. That's what I'm saying. I picked off of her. Kids are more naturally to pick off the mother than the father.
You think that?
It really depends on your household.
Yeah, it depends on who you live with.
It
too.
really depends on how you're raised. Because like I was saying earlier, if you come from a two-parent household, your views are going to be different from a person who comes from a single-parent household that have to depend on their mom. So in their eyes, they feel like woman can do this, woman can do that. You know what I'm saying? So if you are a woman and you're growing up to be a woman by a woman, you feel like you're independent. You don't need this. Well, not necessarily need, but you feel like, hey, I can do this by myself. So if you come in contact with a dude that you're dating who come from a two-parent household and he's seen his mama not work or his dad do all the work, it's going to be a conflict because you feel like she's too independent for you, or you feel like you're not, can control the situation.